Welcome to a Prolite Explorer review. This morning we are going to be looking at some lightweight stoves in the shape of an MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe and a FIREMAPLE 116T. We don't do unboxing videos or our first thoughts. All of the products in these reviews we've been using for at least 6 months. Both of these stoves have done well over 40 nights this year and made many brews. The first thing you would have noticed is that these are bottle top stoves, and that isn't standard practice in carp fishing. So yes, I do recommend that you use these with smaller gas bottles for stability. And before you grumble about the price of those, one of these gas bottles here has been refilled regularly all of last year, but more on that in another video. Now, of course, if you're going to go and spend money on an ultra lightweight stove, you're going to want to know about how much weight and how much space it will save you. The MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe weighs in at 83 grams, which is extremely lightweight compared to most carp angling stoves. The FIREMAPLE stove comes in at 48 grams, so it wins in that instance. When it comes to size, they both pack down tiny, but again, the FIREMAPLE does just edge it. Next up, we'll look at the quality. Now, of course, when you're paying £60 more for a product, you're going to get a few more features and you can expect a better build quality. But before we get onto those features, it is worth saying that the MSR, which is around 90 quid at RRP, is far superior to the FIREMAPLE that normally hangs around £30. We've been using these, as I say, for over 6 months, and you'll see that the FIREMAPLE hasn't fared as well as the MSR stove. Essentially, I feel like I could be using this for another 10 years and it will still be going strong. For your extra money, you do get a few extra features on the MSR stove. It comes with an igniter, which the FIREMAPLE doesn't. And one comment on this ignition is that it's still working. I've had so many stoves over the years where you've got to carry around a lighter because you just can't get them started. So that is a big plus for me on the MSR. There's a couple of features that include kind of fixed positions with the arms. That means if you're using a smaller titanium cup like our 350mm, it can still sit really comfortably and there's no danger of that wobbling and falling off. So away from those features, really, you've only bought these to boil water. So that is a perfect opportunity for me and the cameraman to go and warm up, get the kettle on and time just how long it takes for each one of these to do us a brew, because I'm freezing. Good news, the results are in and we have defrosted slightly. What we have found is that the MSR is far quicker than the FIREMAPLE, as expected really. 1 minute 50 to boil a 350ml cup. Now granted, not the most scientific test ever. We're outside in the wind and there were 2 different gas bottles. But having used these both for over 6 months now, I can confirm that the MSR is a far speedier boil of water. Thanks to the lip around the edge of the main part of the stove, it's protected from the wind, does a really good job of getting the heat up into the titanium nice and quickly. It's also got some nice open arms, so if you're planning to use a pan, do a bit of cooking, that is also the stove for the job. So I'm obviously singing the praises of this Pocket Rocket. It's to be understood, it is a £90 to £100 product. That being said, I have been using the FIREMAPLE and I do love it. For £30, you're getting a heck of a lot of stove for your money. Yes, it probably isn't going to last you a lifetime, but if you're on a budget and you're looking for the smallest stove of the 2, the FIREMAPLE is the choice for you. So there we have it, 2 excellent examples of lightweight stoves, whatever your budget. They've by far exceeded our expectations and we're sure they will for you too.